Alright, so here we go, everybody. I just wanted to start off by saying, here we go. This is going to be our playthrough slash lore run of Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. This was a game that came out in 2003 for the original Xbox and was later ported to the PC. So I just want to get a few things out of the way before we begin the playthrough, essentially. Let's put it here. Let's open up here. Okay. Yeah, that's extremely loud right now. I'll just keep it down there. So, the Knights of the Old Republic is a game that actually has a really special place in my heart. And the reason why is, one, it was the first RPG that I ever played. And remember, I'm 18 now. 2003, I was about, what, 3 years? 5, 4, 3, around there? I was really, really like a kid. Okay, I was a kid. So, and when I first played Knights of the Old Republic as a kid, I remember how wide my eyes got when it let me pick what I got to say to people. Because, you know, when I was a kid, every game I played was telling me always where to go. Because when I was, like, around that age, the first game I ever beat was Metal Gear Solid 1. And that's one of the games that just sends you there. I was playing games, you know, that were just normal games, you know, like they weren't really anything special about them when I was a kid, because it was just, to me as a kid, I'm having fun, I'm playing video games. But my dad got an original Xbox and he got Halo, and then I was playing that, so I was playing games like that. And then this came out in 2003, and my dad got it because he knew I love Star Wars, so he got it. I remember and the first time I picked it up, I sucked so bad at it because I couldn't figure out what the hell I was doing. Like, I would be smashing the buttons to attack, thinking that it's a game like that. No, it's a turn-based game, as I later found out. So yeah, it's still my favorite RPG to this day, and it's still considered one of the greatest RPGs ever made. And a little bit more backstory on the game itself. I always thought it was a real interesting thing that this game came out on the console, and it was not it was not on the PC. And at this time period, you got to think about it. As I did a lot of research on it, it was really unheard of for a console-only RPG, because RPG players were mainly on the PC. If you think about it, PC had all the Western RPGs, and then the consoles had all the JRPGs. Okay, so when BioWare existed before Knights of the Old Republic came out, but when this game came out only on the Xbox, this thing put BioWare on the map, and it made RPGs a thing in the console library for players today. You know, and BioWare and Bethesda have done this really well through their company's lifespan so far, is they've pushed console RPG. They actually have brought the genre there. Because this used to be a PC thing. And I still remember the stereotypical image of an RPG player was a guy sitting in his home computer in a cave playing an RPG. Now, that's but this changed that, because after even Skyrim, it became a normal game to have. Okay, and this game put BioWare on the map too. You know, a lot of the Mass Effect fans think Mass Effect was what put BioWare on the map. No, this is the game that put BioWare on the map. A large portion of Mass Effect's player base came from Knights of the Old Republic, with that faith that BioWare can make RPGs like this, and they can. They've proven that with Inquisition. They've proven that with Origins. You know, they've had a few blunders here and there, but that's okay. Every company does. So, yeah, this is a really good game. Now, I personally do prefer the second Knights of the Old Republic, who we'll start the playthrough a little bit later. But I want to talk about a few things, because this is also a lore run. I want to talk about a few things of Star Wars in general about this game. They also think that this game broke the trend of bad Star Wars games, because see, what was happening is before Knights of the Old Republic came out, we'd get Star Wars games, and they were really not that good on a massive scale. You know what I mean? And when I say massive scale, I mean like a population scale. See, Star Wars fans played Star Wars games and loved them. See, but it never went beyond that fan base. Knights of the Old Republic was the first Star Wars game where they believe it broke that curse, where people who don't even like Star Wars can have a good time playing an amazing RPG. You know, if you took out the Star Wars from the title, Knights of the Old Republic would still be an amazing role-playing game. Okay? And I just gotta say that this is kind of interesting because Knights of the Old Republic, I feel, even more than the extended universe past the movies, flushed out the Star Wars world better than even a lot of the books did. Because what was happening is when Star Wars was coming out, there was a lot of, just the extended universe was written by so many different authors. I'm trying to say is that there was no good interpretation of how Star Wars did things. For example, even if you watch all of George Lucas's interviews, a lot of times he says, or read them or whatever on articles, he said that Star Wars, the Force itself, is supposed to be interpreted by the person watching the movie. It's not just a, how would you put it? It's not just, this is good, this is bad. That wasn't the point. The dark side doesn't necessarily mean an evil. The light side doesn't necessarily mean good. Good and evil, it's not good side of the Force and light side. It is the dark side and the light side. It's two very different things. Even through our history, we've had people do bad things to ensure good things will happen down the road. It's kind of that concept. It's you can be a good person and use the dark side. And how my interpretation of it is, and that's the interpretation I will use for when I refer to the lore, and it's up to you what you want to use. I see it as the dark and the light are just a ways of using the Force. They are not solid, like just because you use the dark side doesn't mean you're evil. It actually doesn't make any sense, because in much of Star Wars' universe, there are instances where dark side people using the dark side actually amplifies them and helps them do good things. Now, here's the concept is, then you ask, why do a lot of bad and dark side people do evil things? And that is because eventually the Force user himself becomes the conduit at some point. Like, he is the center of it all. When you plunge yourself into the dark side, like Anakin did in episode 3, for those of you who don't read all the extended universe, I'll try to use examples from the movies the best I can, to relate to Knights of the Old Republic. But when he plunged himself, when the eyes were turning yellow on Mustafar, that doesn't happen right away to Sith, usually. That takes a while. The fact that he was able to dive so deep into the dark side so quickly, one, showed how powerful he was. That's what it showed. He was a powerhouse. And it just showed like what happens to you. Because see, the dark side, when you plunge into it, it begins to manipulate you and your thoughts. That's what it starts doing. It starts becoming a part of you, and you're going way too much into the extreme, and you become aggressive. And it starts encouraging you. You can feel the Force urging on you in a way to act a certain way. It wants you to be evil. It wants you to be to do what you want. Because see, the dark side of the Force is about making things happen. And generally, people don't like it when someone is extremely aggressive. See, it's kind of like a little bit, I think a good relation to this is a super soldier serum for Captain America in the movie. When the doctor tells Captain America, before he's Captain America, when we give this serum to someone, or he told it to the general in charge of the super soldier project, when we give this serum to someone, think of the dark side as that serum. Their good things become amplified, and their bad things even become amplified. So if jealousy is a big factor, or anger is a big factor in you, that will become amplified through the Force. When Anakin gripped out with the Force, when he fell to the dark side, he gripped out in anger, and you can feel the rage. The rage comes out at you like a fist. Okay? Now, and that's if you plunge. You see, the greatest Jedis in the world, in the galaxy, not the world, the galaxy in Star Wars, are those who use both light and dark. And actually, Knights of the Old Republic created this concept of using light and dark. And it did it the best, in my opinion, of a gray Jedi. One who is using the dark side and the light side, but ultimately is doing the right thing at the right time. He is not there for his own means. He is still out for the people. But yes, he can call upon the dark side of the Force in order to do things. Because, think about it. If you're feeling like the Jedi say you should not have any emotion, and I'm about to go into the light side in a sec, how that's the other opposite. And this is kind of like a gist. Of course, if you read the lore, you can see more. But the light side is another opposite. And when they do it with the dark side, when you throw out lightning out of your hands, correct? That wasn't there before. Lightning was not there in front of the person, right? Lightning was conjured up. It was created by the Force around the dark side user. And the dark side is making things happen, like I said. But what if a Jedi threw lightning at someone, but he did it to defend people? You see, he didn't do it for his own means. He did not do it to torture. He did not do it because it's a dark side power and he's plunging into the dark. He's doing it because he can call upon the dark side in order to make good things happen. And the more you use each side, if you're not in balance, that one side will corrupt you. The light side can corrupt you too. It's a different kind of corruption, unlike the dark side. The dark side is known to make you aggressive, and it's known to make you be power hungry in a sense. And that's where the Sith code comes from. See, the Sith code thinks it's a lie. The Sith code and the Jedi code are both lies. They are philosophies taught to, and the Star Wars universe lore has taught us this over and over again, how both sides are a living lie. Okay, because here's the thing. The Sith code, essentially, it's, peace is a lie, there is only passion, through passion I gain strength, through strength I gain power, through power I gain victory, through victory my chains are broken. And if you really look into this code, you can see that the Sith believes he is in control of the Force. But eventually, he doesn't realize that the more he just uses the dark side, just keeps using it and using it to get his own ends to meet, he is actually allowing the dark side to corrupt him and control him. His chains are truly not broken, because the dark side has a grip on them. They think that they are, it starts giving them a sense of being above. That is the corruption of the dark side. And that is why the Sith have always believed in crushing the little guy. If you're an alien, we don't like you. You notice every Sith Empire doesn't like aliens. Even in the Galactic Empire with Palpatine, the Stormtroopers were primarily humans. If there were any aliens, it's because they were part of a special unit. Okay, then they were very good at what they did. And the Empire took them as a means to an end, not because they accept aliens. And every Sith Empire has done this, because they believe they are above. You see what I'm saying? They believe they are above. Now, the light side, now shifting gears, it doesn't make things happen. The light side is about, I would say, self-preservation in the sense of using the Force for it to heal, to think, to meditate. Now, to a lot of people, this sounds great. But in my opinion, if you have power and you don't use it to help people, that is also bad. You are misusing power just in a different way. You're not intentionally harming people, but if you could do something about something and you choose not to, and bad things happen, and you know bad things can happen, you misused your power that you had at that moment. And the light side is like this. It makes you passive. When you plunge into the light, you become passive, you become complacent, you allow things to happen in front of you. And that's what the Jedi did during the Mandalorian Wars. They said, let's let it happen, the Jedi Council. But you notice the people who went to war to go stop the Mandalorians were Jedi who were not completely plunged into the light. They understood their responsibility to the galaxy, that they needed to save people. You see, Revan didn't just have a responsibility to the Republic when he went to go fight the Mandalorians. He had a responsibility to the people that were dying out there. Okay? So, that is a thing. And when you plunge into that side, it corrupts you in a different way. Each is blinded. each side is completely blinded to the other and to the middle. And that is why the greatest always find balance in the middle, the greatest of the Jedi. And they are the ones who can truly lead the Jedi with a level head. Because Revan and even Luke Skywalker are the two greatest examples of the Grey Jedi. Because they are literally in the middle. Because if you read the extended lore, and actually even in the movies, when Luke defeated Darth Vader, he had to use the dark side to defeat Darth Vader. When he struck out at Vader in anger because he was insulting, that was the dark side. But it requires you to have a sense of control, because after he defeated Vader, he got control again, and Palpatine couldn't turn him. That was the point. That was to show you that the dark side can be used as long as you have a sense of control. And the light side, you have to have a sense of control over yourself to stay in the middle, and most Jedi can't do this, because it requires a tremendous amount of control. Because every time you use the dark side, it's like a little whisper in your ear saying, do it again, do it again, do it again. And then the light side is like the same way. It's like, do it again, do it again. And eventually most Jedi get pulled over to one side. And I see this is where the Jedi Order even goes wrong as well, is when they take kids and they turn them into Jedi. That is what actually causes the most fall of Jedi. And you'll notice in the history of Star Wars, the strongest Jedi the strongest Sith, used to be Jedi. The Jedi who were once, the Sith who were once Jedi are the strongest, and that is because they had the training from the light of discipline, but then they use the dark side for their own means. And then when they fall deep. And they are using the strength and the power that they learned from the light of restraint, and they're amplifying it into the dark side. That sense of relaxation. Because what happens is when you're a child in the Jedi Order, they say discipline, 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 discipline. And that's all it is in your head. Imagine that all the time. Discipline, discipline. And that's all you know. Remember, these kids are taken from their parents before they can even comprehend the world, what's going on around them. Before they even really, when they figure out they can say mommy and daddy, they're usually taken. That's how young they're taken. So when they're trained like that, when finally some of them touch the dark side, it's like having clamps on you just pulled off, and you're like, ooh, yeah, this feels great. I can do what I want finally. It's like a kid who was raised by really, really strict parents and goes to college for the first time and has a real sense of freedom and just completely goes off the handles. That's like a perfect example of it. And that's what happens. And then they go into the dark side full blown. And then they are evil, and now they are out for themselves, and then their powers are amplified because of their Jedi training as well, because the Jedi have created all their abominations. Okay? You have to understand that. They have created their abominations. They are like the way I guess you could say the U.S. gave terrorists guns in a weird way back when the Russians were there in Afghanistan. Same way. It's the same exact concept. They are creating their own evils because the way they train them. Except they're not giving them guns or anything, but that's an example. It's creation of your own evil. And those are the people who come and nearly destroy the Jedi Order every time. And it happens. In fact, if Vader never had kids with Padme, the Jedi Order would have been extinguished. It's ironic how they always said that Anakin was supposed to destroy the Sith, right? He was the chosen one. Maybe, I guess his chosen job was to have kids. That was how he saved the world, basically. And of course, he saved Luke at the end there. But if Luke was never born in the first place, that would never have happened. You see, see how that kind of plays out. It's kind of interesting, And the fact that remember how I said that the light side is super passive as well, and you guys are gonna see how this relates to KOTOR once we start playing it in a bit here. I gotta do a little bit more blabbing, and then I'm done with this section. So, and when Anakin went to help from the Jedi Masters, the fact that Yoda, who was so wise, so intelligent, so powerful even, could not see Anakin suffering because he He plunged into the light. Yoda was actually plunged into the light. He was not a gray Jedi. He was plunged into the light and could not see past the light. See, the illusion how the dark side members in every Star Wars love to say, our powers of the dark side have clouded you. That's not the dark side clouding the Jedi's thoughts. That is Yoda just being blinded by his own plunge of the light side. You see, Mace Windu was the only one who could actually see the dark side. The only reason why he never acted on it was because of, wow, the sun's coming up. But he didn't act on it because Yoda told him not to, and Yoda was the Grand Master. And Mace Windu followed those orders. But Mace Windu could use the dark side as well. He's probably another very good example of a Grey Jedi because when he fought Palpatine, you could see it in his face. There was freaking anger. He beat Palpatine in anger. You know, that's why Palpatine couldn't just overcome Mace Windu very easily. You know? And a lot of people have different thoughts about that section. But it's been 21 minutes. I've been talking about this. So we're about to get into the game here. Okay? It's freaking let's do this. Okay? Let's do this. Let's raise game volume up to about right here. 70% should be good. Okay. Here we go. Knights of the Old Republic. Let's take a look at options here. Sound. Okay. I want that over here. I'll keep voice over volume relatively high. Sound effects, I'll take them down to here. And by the way, for that movie volume stuff right there, movie volume, I had to disable movies on my Windows 10 because in compatibility form and stuff, it's not working. This is a really old game. So, but don't worry, the movies are not really all that important. They usually like a movie is like, it shows your ship flying onto the planet. That's the movie. But anything in-game, and those are not in-game cutscenes. Those are actually like rendered before. In-game cutscenes will not be skipped. So any plot points or anything like that will not. I assure you. Okay? Alright, let's do this. Actually. Alright, let's take a look at how we want to play our game here. Let's see. You can go scout, get a high skills, scoundrel, high critical rating. You know what? Eventually we're gonna build a Jedi Guardian. So let's go with the soldier. And there's only one face I ever use for this game. That's this one. It's my favorite one. Alright, here comes the most important part. So let's see here. Now if we ramp up dexterity to 16, put strength up to 14. Constitution up to 14. Wisdom up to 12. See, I'm not too heavy on the skills. I can surround myself with companions. You know, I'm not sure. Should I dump more points into strength? Cause I'm trying to think here. You know, because for those of you who don't know how KOTOR's combat system works, it runs on a D20 system. So, see how that right there is a +2 up right here. Oh wait. My mouse is not being followed on that side over there correctly. That's weird. Okay, so you see like right around, well, you see the +1, +3 modifier in the top right there. So every time how the D20 system works is whenever you attack a player in combat, I'm just trying to explain people who are new to KOTOR here, you roll a dice. And if you're using a melee weapon, as you can see in the description, it says vibroblades and lightsabers. You roll it, and what happens is that +2 gets added onto the dice roll, and whatever their defense rating is, your roll has to be higher or equal to hit them. Okay? Dexterity is opposite of this. Dexterity is the defense. See, that +3 gets added to defense. Now, how I'm setting this up is, and Constitution is your health. Intelligence is for skill points, but I don't need that for my character because I'm building a soldier. Now, we got Wisdom. Wisdom is, what you would call it? Wisdom is basically force points, and it makes you more resistant to the force. So this is going to be important later on in the game. And what I usually do is when I play through, is I put points at 16, get that +3 on dexterity. Okay, get a solid defense added to my armor and stuff. And then you have strength, which is only at +2. Now I'm going to be a melee character because I'm eventually going to become a Jedi, and it's better to always make a melee character for this game because the lightsaber is the strongest weapon in the game. Just hands down. Don't even think otherwise. But and a high constitution, so I'm building a lightsaber sword wielding kind of character, a blade master essentially for this game. So I need some good health points because sometimes I will get hit. It's gonna happen. So, and we're gonna be doing a light side playthrough for the record on this. And when I do Knights of the Old Republic 2, that's gonna be the dark side playthrough. So. And by the way, like I said, KOTOR was a PC port, which causes it to crash sometimes. So if it crashes, I'm just going to boot it back up in front of you guys. There's no need to edit it out and anything like that. So here we go. We still have 4 points left. Now, I could dump it into Wisdom, but Wisdom is really unnecessary right now. So let's bring Constitution up to +3. That should be good. I think this is a really damn good build. So there we go. Damn. See, persuade is a cross-class skill. And cross-class skill versus class skills. You see in the top right again, it says cross-class skill. Cross-class skill is those are basically means that it's going to cost you 2 points instead of 1. So what you do is I'll put another point here. So that's good. Okay, this is the most important part. Now I got a really high armor proficiency here. Now a lot of people like to take flurry at the start, but I personally feel I do like dueling as well. Dueling really makes it nice. It adds a +1 to defense and +1 to attack when fighting someone. But that's if you're using a single blade. +1 attack. You know what? Let's do it. I don't think I'll really need toughness because I have a soldier class already and have a high constitution with lots of vitality points. Not very necessary. And by the way, if you guys are wondering why I'm contemplating on my build, because this is extremely important for the game. Okay, it's extremely important. So. Oh, fuck it. Cran Halen or Holland. Let's fucking do it.
We've been ambushed by a Sith battle fleet. The Endar Spire is under attack. Hurry up, we don't have much time.
Who are you?
I'm Trask Ulgo, ensign with the Republic fleet. I'm your bunkmate here on the Endar Spire. We work opposite shifts. I guess that's why you haven't seen me before. Now hurry up. We have to find Bastila. We have to make sure she makes it off the ship alive.
Hold on here, guys. I can see that I'm blocking off some of the chat. Guess I can. There we go. I'll disable my face there for part 1, and then I'll make adjustments later on to that. I forgot that this game runs on that crazy resolution system, so.
Bastille is the commanding officer of the Endar Spire. Well, not an officer, really, but she's the one in charge of this mission. One of our primary duties is to guarantee her survival in the event of an enemy attack. You swore an oath just like everyone else on this mission. Now it's time to make good on that oath. I've heard all about your reputation. Elite combat training, tops in your class. It's no wonder you were handpicked for this mission. Word is the officers haven't seen a recruit with your kind of potential in 20 years. But all that potential doesn't mean a thing if you can't deliver when it counts. We're soldiers. We're trained for combat. Bastille is going to need men and women like us at her side during this attack. So hurry up and grab your gear. You need to suit up so we can get out of here.
Alright. Let's get it going. Alright. Alright, everything looks hot. There we go.
Okay, let's move out. We should stick together. You'll have more success with a party than on your own. Because of the attack, this room is in lockdown.
How did he get to that side of the room?
The override code. You'll have to use me to unlock the door.
Alright. Switch over to Trask.
Now that the door is...
Alright, there we go.
Yes?
This is Carthel Nassi. The Sith are threatening to overrun our position. We can't hold out long against their firepower. All hands to the bridge!
That was Karth contacting us on our portable communicators. He's one of the Republic's best pilots. He's seen more combat than the rest of the Endar Spire's crew put together. If he says things are bad, you better believe it. We have to get to the bridge to help defend Bastille. There's a map of the Endar Spire and a copy of Karth's message in your electronic journal, just in case we get separated. These Sith must be the advanced boarding party for the Republic!
Always gotta loot them remains. I'm still considered in combat. Come on. There we go.
Sure.
This is there we go.
I've got a feeling that won't be our last battle with the Sith. Good thing we have med packs to heal our wounds. It might be a good idea to use one now before our next battle.
I do not know why my character is getting stuck in the environment. Ah, there we go.
What?
Alright, there we go. Got unstuck right there.
It's a Dark Jedi. This fight is too much for us. We better stay back. All we do is get in the way. That was one of the Jedi accompanying Bastila. Damn, we could have used her help.
Huh. Random explosion eventually kills the Jedi. That's hilarious. Alright, let me get this.
Bastila's not here on the bridge. They must have retreated to the escape pods. We better head that way too. The Sith want Bastila alive, but once she's off the ship, there's nothing stopping them from blasting the Endar Spire into galactic dust.
Roger that. I get to level up. I'm dumping those points right there. Okay. Do I really need implants yet? I would say so, but yeah, fuck it. Let's take implants. Let's do it. Trask, get out of the way. There we go.
Something behind here. Damn, another Dark Jedi. I'll try to hold him off. You get to the escape pods. Go!
Oh. Alrighty.
This is Cartho Nassi on your personal communicator. I'm tracking your position through the Endar Spire's life support systems. Bastila's escape pod is away. You're the last surviving crew member on the Endar Spire. Now, I can't wait for you much longer. You have to get to the escape pods.
Oh, the 1v1s. You've got to be kidding me. This is what I'm talking about right here, how it's a PC port. See how you get stuck and shit. Oh. There you go. That was an old character that you saw right there.
This is Cartho Nassi on your personal communicator. I'm tracking your position through the Endar Spire's life support systems. Bastila's escape pod is away. You're the last surviving crew member on the Endar Spire. Now, I can't wait for you much longer. You have to get to the escape pods.
Alright, let's try this again. Fuck it. Wow, stuck again, huh? Okay, this is gonna be a problem. Okay, this is ridiculous.
This is tholl on your personal communicator. I'm tracking your position through the Endar Spire's life support systems. That...
Alright, alright. I got an idea. Right here. You're gonna come fight me right here.
Be careful. There's a whole squad of Sith troopers on the other side of that door. You need to find some way to thin their numbers. You could reprogram the damaged assault, or you could use computer spikes to slice into the terminal and use the Endar Spire's security systems against the Sith.
Got him.
You've made it just in time. There's only one active escape pod left. Come on, we can hide out on the planet below. I'm a soldier with the Republic, like you. We're the last two crew members left in the Endar Spire. Bastila's escape pod's already gone, so there's no reason for us to stick around here and get shot by the Sith. Now, come on. There'll be time for questions later. Good to see you up instead of thrashing about in your sleep. You must have been having one hell of a nightmare. I was wondering if you were ever gonna wake up. I'm Karth, one of the Republic soldiers from the Endar Spire. I was with you in the escape pod. Do you remember?
Right. I'm Cran Halen, by the way. How did we get here?
We've been slipping in and out of consciousness for a couple of days now, so I imagine you're pretty confused about things. Try not to worry. We're safe. At least for the moment. We're in an abandoned apartment on the planet of Taris. We were banged up pretty bad when our escape pod crashed, but luckily I wasn't seriously hurt. I was able to drag you away from our crash site and all the confusion, and I stumbled into this abandoned apartment. By the time the Sith arrived on the scene, we were long gone.
I guess I owe you my life. Thanks.
You don't have to thank me. I've never abandoned anyone on a mission, and I'm not about to start now. Besides, I'm gonna need your help. Taris is under Sith control. Their fleet is orbiting the planet, they've declared martial law, and they've imposed a planet-wide quarantine. But I've been in worse spots. I saw on your service records that you understand a remarkable number of alien languages. That's pretty rare in a raw recruit. But it should come in handy while we're stranded on a foreign world. There is no way the Republic will be able to get anyone through the Sith blockade to help us. If we're gonna find Bastila and get off this planet, we can't rely on anybody but ourselves. That smack to your head did more damage than I thought. Bastila's a Jedi. She was with the strike team that killed Darth Revan, Malak's Sith Master. Bastila's the key to the whole Republic war effort. The Sith must have found out that she was on the Endar Spire and set an ambush for us in this system. I believe Bastila was on one of the escape pods that crashed down here in Taris. For the sake of the Republic war effort, we have to try and find her. Bastila is no ordinary Jedi. She has a rare gift the Jedi call battle meditation. Bastila's power can influence entire armies. Through the Force, Bastila can inspire her allies with confidence and make her enemies lose their will to fight. Often that's all it takes to tip the balance in a battle. Of course, there are limits to what she can do, but from what I understand of her ability, it requires great concentration and focus to maintain her battle meditation. The attack on the Endar Spire happened so fast, she never had a chance to use her battle meditation. Like us, she barely got out alive. Bastila's gonna need our help. Many of Darth Malak's followers can use the dark side of the Force, and the Sith have already killed more than their share of Jedi in this war. Nobody will be looking for a couple of common soldiers like us, and if we're careful, we can move about the planet without attracting notice. A luxury Bastila won't have. She's gonna have half the Sith fleet looking for her. They know how important she is to the war effort. The whole planet is under quarantine. No ships can land or take off. So, if Bastila's gonna escape Taris, she's gonna need our help. And we'll probably need hers. While you were out, I did some scouting around. There are reports of a couple of escape pods crashing down into the Undercity. It's probably a good place to start. But the Undercity's a dangerous place. We don't want to go there unprepared, and it won't do Bastila any good if we go and get ourselves killed. Good idea. We can use this abandoned apartment as a base. And we can probably get some equipment and supplies here in the upper city. Just remember to keep a low profile. I've heard some grim stories about the Dark Jedi interrogation techniques. They say the Force can do terrible things to a mind. It can wipe away your memories and destroy your very identity. But I figure if we don't do anything stupid, we should be okay. I mean, after all, they're looking for Bastila, not a couple of grunts like us. All right, soldier, let's move out.
Alrighty. There we go. I got my movement back. And as you guys can see, you were introduced to Cartho Nasi, one of the main... Oh boy, you gotta be kidding me, like I'm running into every bug in the game? There we go, okay. Oh, we have nothing we can upgrade, so that's fine. So yeah, a little bit of lore here. Cartho Nasi is like... He is like the hardcore Republic soldier. Like what I mean is he actually like really believes in the Republic. He's probably he's actually a really good guy as well, in the sense of he truly believes he'll be helping us go out. And I have no idea why it's delaying the dialogue. Like it's gonna pop up in a second here. Okay, take Karth with us. That's cool.
Right, you alien scum. Everybody, get up against the wall. This is a raid. That's how we Sith deal with smart-mouth aliens. Now the rest of you, get up against the wall before I lose my temper again. What's this? Humans hiding out with aliens? They're Republic fugitives! Attack!
Oh, bro, he wants to bro down. Bro down.
Time to rumble!
Tiscado Sukikuba na bona na kachu, Abtuinkotu, Topa da Bunqualia Gandonado Chuchut, Kabachi Kuita Tonga, Yalamo Inkapun, Gilova Mulirani Bobo, Wango Kumpeska Gang, Bamamarulira, Kuyami Juskuna Chitanai, Inakun Bamarulira Rachikun, Slimo Patona, Rundi Hatonga Chikonkabi.
Now, here's where KOTOR, unlike a lot of other Star Wars games, really changes. Like, you could say two things that are obviously like a really nice thing someone would say, but you could be like, stay out of my way or I'll kill you too. Like a complete douche. Like, Star Wars games really didn't let you do that before. I mean, that's a pretty fucked up thing to say to someone, especially with an IP like Star Wars, who's known to cater a little bit to the younger audience, if you know what I mean by that. So I could be like, I'm playing light side, so let's go. Alrighty. Alright, sweet. So I can level up again. Treat that injury. At least I got implant level 1 now. Let's see. This is probably like right here for you guys who are wondering how all this shit works, and like for some people who are wondering why I'm not using something like Flurry here, because if you read in the D20 system, when you use these abilities like Flurry and Power Attack, yes, they help you do something really strong, but there's always negative consequences to them. So let's look at Flurry. So whenever I use Flurry, I get an extra attack every attack round I get, but I get a -4 to defense while using this feat for 3 seconds, which basically means another attack by an enemy. And it says and I also suffer a -4 to attacks that round. So basically what happens is, yes, I get to attack them more times, but my defense is exposed and my chances of hitting are reduced at that time. So until you get here to Master Flurry, you see it's only -1 to defense, which by the time you get to here, level 8, that's really nothing. In all honesty, that's really nothing there. And then -1 penalty to all attacks that round. I mean, that's like negatable. I mean, like if I have like 50 defense and it goes down to 49, you know, that's not a big deal. Power Attack, on the other hand, gives me a +5 to my damage to the next attack, but a -3 to hit. Now this does nothing to like ruin my defense, but it really does lower my chances of hitting the target. And especially when you're a low level, I mean that's a lot. So basically, you see this -3 to hit. Remember how I raised my strength to +2? That's like almost taking away my strength +2 bonus to attack. So you gotta really think about that. And these are all bullets. And Power Shot is the power attack for ranged, Rapid Shot is the flurry for guns, and Sniper Shot is the critical hit, which is another one. Critical Strike. It doubles my critical threat attack. But if you go down here, -5 when used defense. I mean that's freaking a lot. Like let's look here. Oh, let me put my feats in, but let me. I'll get to the point in a sec. We are using single blades a lot right now. You really can't grab much here. Let's go with dueling. Let's do it. Anyway, now as you can see that my defense is 14. Now imagine if I was started using critical attack, -5. Jesus, dude, my defense is gonna be 8. That means they only have to do a dice roll bigger than 8. That's like nothing. So right now my defense is 14 there, and I believe the dexterity gets added on to the defense. So let's see here. We got some. Okay, so and another way is to explain armor. As you can see now, a character with no armor on, 0 armor, has a defense of 10. No one has less than 10, unless of course you get your defense lowered by something. Now, let's take a look here. This adds a defense of 4. So this is gonna be up by 4, because remember, clothing gives me 0. That gave me nothing. That was like this is like wearing no armor, essentially. Okay, but now you see that max dexterity bonus right there of +5. So my armor is 4. As you can see, it got raised by 4 to 18. You saw that? Went up by 4. My defense. This is your overall defense here. Okay. And then you see my dexterity of +3. Now, +3, what this does is, every time someone attacks me, it adds 3 to my defense. Okay? So, what happens is if this was +5, it would still work. My dexterity will still work. As you see, it says +5. Now, if this was 6, plus 6, it wouldn't work with this armor, because this armor only allows you to go to a dexterity of 5. So it will not go plus 6, it will be plus 5 still. That's the max it can reach. Now obviously when you're low level, it really doesn't matter in the game right now, because right now we're all low and plus 3 is like the highest I am at right now. And I don't think my dexterity will ever be higher than this unless I get armor and pieces that increase my strength and dexterity. So keep that in mind. Now, and of course your companions also have their stats. So he's got defensive 3. As you can see, we have no armors for him or anything. So, you know, you can check your inventory and all that. And he's a light side guy, as you can all see. So, alright, let's continue on here.
Tong haitwam chichi jum lumpa. Nita poe tikito. Dolpa da bonqualea gandona chuchut. Kachi chu ita dundonga. Yumalita kuto tun. Chilamulane nindubobo. Wonga kumbis jang ba mulira. Runda di hotonga kun honkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tunking ba nunotek. Tuk nin chatukune mulerabes. Chikun ita hodonga, yiking kuno ba mulera chikun, slimo podona rundi hodunga ku hunkabe, tong abog sha umnino. Achuta, wonga kun bistolpi kikoyana, tong patugas.
Okay, there we go. Like I was saying, remember that armor? See, he has defensive 6, max dexterity of 3. So that'd be a nice actually armor for me, but as you can see, I don't have the credits to buy it right now. And actually, I highly recommend for people playing this for the first time, don't buy shit from the vendors on Taris. And all this will be looted. You'll eventually get one of these, you're going to get one of these, I already have one of these, you're going to eventually get it all here. Plus damage. Battle stimulant, yeah, those are really useful too. I'll get into adrenals and all that. Yeah, so okay, yeah, there's nothing I really need, so let's keep going, shall we?
I see from your appearance that you're an off-worlder. Still, you're welcome here. I'll not have it said that Selka-Foreign refused to help somebody just because they weren't a citizen of Taris. Do you require healing or medical supplies? I can treat almost any injury or ailment right here at the medical facility. Except the rat ghoul disease, of course. The terrible affliction has plagued Taris for many generations. It is spread by the rat ghouls, horrible monsters that live in the Undercity below Taris's great skyscrapers. Prolonged exposure to the Undercity breeds the disease, and those infected will eventually mutate into rat ghouls themselves, becoming mindless beasts that feed on the flesh of others. There is no antidote for the disease, though I heard the Republic scientists at the military base here on Taris were close to perfecting a cure. Then the Sith arrived. They overran the military base, and now they refuse to allow anyone access to the laboratories inside. The Sith are keeping all the serum for the patrols they send into the Undercity. If I could just get my hands on a sample of that serum, the rat ghoul disease could be wiped from the face of Taris forever. But I don't see how that's going to happen. I don't see how anyone could get their hands on that serum. The military base is crawling with Sith guards. Breaking in there would be a suicide mission. I suppose the Sith patrols in the Undercity might have a sample of the serum on them, if they hadn't already used it because of a rat ghoul infection. But I doubt a patrol would just hand the serum over. And nobody is stupid enough to attack one of the Sith patrols, even in the Undercity.
Except me.
Please, don't say that. If the Sith hear you, they might think I'm suggesting you start attacking their patrols. They could shut me down. I only mentioned the serum because you asked. I don't actually expect anyone to get me the serum. Now, is there anything else I can do for you? Goodbye, and good health to you. If you ever need any medical aid or treatment, you know where to find me.
Watch this. I'm like hitting his door and he's like right there. Oh no. Oh. Oh, there we go. Uh-huh. The defense of the door was higher than that roll and I fucking missed. That's fantastic. Oh, almost there, guys.
What are you doing? Don't go in there. That door is for employees only. You recognize these soldiers? But how? Unless you're a friend of the Republic.
Wow, I can threaten him, like, even though I am on the Republic side, okay.
I guess I better tell you what's going on. I only hope the Sith don't find out what I've done. Since the space battle overhead, people have been secretly bringing in these Republic soldiers who crash-landed on the planet. I had to take them in. What choice did I have? Their injuries are terrible. Most won't survive. But at least I can make their last days more comfortable. And at least here, they're hidden away from the Sith.
Well, for that you have my thanks. It's good to know that at least some of these men ended up in compassionate hands.
I hate to imagine what the Sith would do if they discovered these soldiers here. But since their initial questioning, the Sith have not returned, so it may be my fears are unfounded. Thank you for keeping my secret. I only wish there was more I could do, but medical science has only come so far. I'm afraid there's nothing more anyone can do for these soldiers. Now, if you'll excuse me, I should return to the front in case anyone comes in needing medical attention.
Psst, you there. Wait a minute. I need to talk to you about the rat ghoul serum. I've got an offer for you might want to hear. Now, don't be an idiot. Just listen to me for 1 minute, and you won't be sorry. Davik Kang wants the cure, and you'd be smart to give it to him. Oh, come on. Everybody knows who Davik Kang is. He's the big boss around here. Gambling, smuggling, extortion. He's got a piece of all the action on Taris. I'll just deny it. Who's Zelka gonna believe? Me or some off-world stranger? Now be smart about this. You'll get a better deal selling to Davik. Helping people is all well and good, but you have to help yourself first, right? I'm telling you, Davik will pay big credits for the cure. More than Zelka could ever afford.
And then only the rich could afford the cure. Just let the poor suffer, right?
If you find the rat ghoul serum, just take it to Zax in the lower city bounty office. He works for Davik. He'll pay you what that cure is really worth.
Dick.
Davik says you missed your last payment.
Ja, good guys. Who's that guy? Please. Who's that shelter?
Here, I've got 50 credits, a down payment. That should buy me some time, right?
Sorry, you're out of time. Now it's all or nothing. Davik can't have people not paying his debts.
But I don't have that much. How can I give you credits I don't have?
Who's that shelter? Who's that guy? Please.
No, help! Somebody help! They're going to kill me!
I know we have to be careful about drawing attention to ourselves, but are we gonna just let them drag this guy off?
Hold on a second. Looks like we got ourselves a witness here.
Who's that guy? Please.
Oh, let's go, bitches. Oh.
Thank you. I owe you my life. Those bounty hunters are going to take me away and kill me. My wife warned me not to take a loan from Davik. Now I can't pay him back. It's not good to owe a crime lord money. He'll just keep sending more bounty hunters after me till I'm dead. You already helped me by saving me from those bounty hunters, so unless you have a spare 100 credits to give me so I can pay off Davik, there's nothing else you can do.
I'll be the good person.
You've given me 100 credits? Just like that? I don't know what to say. Thank you. Thank you.
You're giving him 100 credits? Generous.
Now I can pay off Davik. You've saved my life. Thank you. I'd better take these credits to him right away.
Oh, look. I actually came out with a net positive in credits. Oh, each bounty hunter was carrying 50 and one was carrying 61. That's awesome.
There's nothing to see here. Where did you hide those Sith uniforms? Did you sell them to the Tarisian underground? Start talking. I want answers.
She offered to. She enjoyed it out. And Raji good. And she began Gorufia. When now for the Klufta. Roya.
You're a little too curious for your own good, civilian. This doesn't concern you.
I know all about Sith interrogations. This isn't going to end well.
I'm getting sick of your lies, you alien scum. We've got your ugly mug and a security tape from the base. Start talking before I splatter your slimy brains all over this room. Uh-oh. I think the commander's losing his temper. I'm glad I'm out of here. It took me an hour to clean the bloodstains from my uniform after the last interrogation. Just stay out of this if you know what's good for you.
I won't let you kill a defenseless prisoner.
What was that? Did I hear you right? Let us kill him? How can you stop us? Time to teach this civilian the penalty for defying the Sith.
Oh boy. Oh, that was a beast dodge right there. Can't.
She enjoyed it out, and Raji good. She offered to. Who's that girl?
Alright. Okay.
Ready?
Alright, let's go, Karth. I don't know why it's doing that when my character just gets magically stuck.
What?
Like whenever I switch to him. It's like the controllers just die out, but it doesn't happen to my companions. It's quite odd. Ooh, let's go in here.
It's open.
Look, there's a family. We can steal from the family. It's kind of fucked up.
Please don't take me for questioning. I don't know anything. I swear.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. By the way, when you're in a Sith uniform, they treat you like a Sith. Why should I?
I'm sorry. I don't want to get in the way of official Sith business.
Ready?
It's pretty sweet. Nice little touch.
Sure.
There we go.
Yes, what's on your mind? Me? Well, I've been a star pilot for the Republic for years. Seen more than my share of wars. I fought in the Mandalorian Wars before all this started. But with all that, I've never experienced anything like the slaughter these Sith animals can unleash. Not even the Mandalorians were that senseless. My homeworld was one of the first planets to fall to Malak's fleet. The Sith bombed it into submission, and there wasn't a damn thing our Republic forces could do to stop them. I'm just a soldier. I go where the fleet admirals tell me to. I follow my orders and I do my duty. It's just... doesn't seem right that doing that means I failed them. I didn't.
Sorry, Karth.
No, I know. Don't worry about it. It must not be making much sense. You probably mean well with your questions. I'm just not accustomed to talking about my past very much. At all, actually. I'm more used to taking action. Keeping my mind focused on the business at hand. So let's just do that. If you have more questions, ask them later.
As you can see, Karth is a very, he's a very troubled character, okay, and, you know, he's not everything that he seems in the sense of, it's not like he's got some deceptive plan going in the background. It's just, the wars have done a real toll, I guess you could say, on his soul. In a weird way. Like, he kind of is just, he feels the burden, because he's like one of those stereotypical honorable soldiers, I should say, in that sense, is where he feels like he failed people by losing battles in the war. He feels like he failed just being on the losing side, you know? And he's a really good character, and once we get into more depth about him, a lot of people mistaken him for a, they mistaken him for a terrible replacement for Han Solo at times. That is simply not true. This guy is not Han Solo. He's not a rogue. And he's not the Han Solo type character in the game. Okay.
Sure.
Ooh, hey, look at this. It's the ship. Oh, no. I'm so scared. Ooh.
Careful. Don't do anything stupid. We don't want no trouble with the Sith.
Oh, yeah. You're right. Sorry about this, shitty. Come on, fellas, let's go.
Fucking drunks. I'm not a shitty, okay? I'm not a shitty. Don't call me a shitty. Ah, here we go.
Another patrol heading down to the lower city. Well, good luck. I've heard it's pretty rough down there. There's a big swoop gang war going on, you know. You better watch yourself. Those gangs will take a shot at anyone, even us. It's too bad we don't have the manpower just to sweep those slums clean.
Ooh, interesting. Alright, let's, as you can see, it's a defense bonus of 2, dexterity of +8. As this has a lot of dexterity, I am nowhere near +8. So actually, this armor will be a lot better. Because I'm within the dexterity bonus, it's giving me a more defense. So like, watch, you see defense of 18. Defense of 16. It ain't worth. It ain't worth. You know, because you got 10. 10 is base. plus 2, which is 12, plus 3 is 15, but then I'm getting a 16. See, the 16 is green? It means I think something is boosting it up to that point. I just don't know what it is right now. But I'll take the raw 18 any day of the week. It has something to do, obviously, with this armor here. So, but that's okay. So, save there. Always save. When progressing in an RPG, you never know when you get fucked up. Shanked. Oh. Oh. Uh-oh. Ooh. That was nice. That was nice. I know it says Volker shock stick, but it's more of a Volker shank. I swear to God, he just shanked those two people. I got this.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Oh, good shot, Karth. I have no idea, guys, why it's locking my main character after combat. It's very strange. Yeah, we took everything out of his corpse.
Sure. Ready?
Got my stims here and stuff, but we don't need to really use those right now.
Hey, you can't just walk in here. This is the hidden back base. How do I know you're not a Vulcan spy sent to kill Gadon Thek? A lot of people want to go inside and speak to Gadon. He's a hero of the common folk. But the days of the Hidden Beck's open door policy are gone. Between the Sith conquest and the Vulture gang war, Gadon has more enemies than he used to. We're being careful about who we let in now. Well, we do need all the help we can get. And you don't look like you're with the Vultures or the Sith. Besides, it's not like you can do anything to harm Gadon in the heart of his own base. Not with Zedra watching his back. Go in and speak to Gadon if you want. Just remember to be on your best behavior. The Hidden Becks are watching you.
Yeah, they watching my sweet ass.
Ready?
Yes?
Hold it right there. Who are you, and what is your business with Gadon?
Calm down, Zedra. Nobody's going to try anything here in the middle of our own base. It would be a suicide mission.
You're too trusting, Gadon. Brezhik and his Vulkars want you dead. Anyone we don't know is a potential threat, and it's my job to make sure you're safe.
Do you want us to start attacking strangers on sight, Zedra? Like the Vulkars do? I will never let it come to that. Now step aside and let them pass.
As you wish. You can speak to Gadden if you want, but I've got my eye on you. You try anything and you'll be vaporized before you can say Vulkar's spy.
Oh, I like how I go around the table.
You'll have to forgive Zerdra. Ever since Brejik and the Vulkars began this war against us, she's been a little overzealous in her security duties. The problems with the Sith haven't helped things. Zerdra seems to forget that I know how to look after myself. Now, how can I help you? The escape pods? You know, I heard the Sith have been asking around the upper city about them as well. But you don't look like you're with the Sith.
They might be spies, Gadden. They might be working for the Sith.
Calm down, Zerdra. If the Sith thought we knew anything useful, they'd have a battalion of troops kicking down our door. No, I think this off-worlder has his own agenda. I suppose I could tell you what I know. It's not like it could do any harm to me or my gang. But it might cause problems for the Vulkars, and that's okay in my book. The Vulkars stripped those pods clean within hours after they landed. It's too bad we didn't get there first, considering what my spies reported the Vulkars found. A female Republic officer named Bastila survived the crash. We Becks don't believe in intergalactic slavery, but the Vulkars aren't so picky. They took her prisoner. Normally, the Vulkars would take a captured slave and sell them for a nice profit to Davik, or an off-world slaver. But a Republic officer is no ordinary catch.
They still think Bastila's just a Republic officer. That could work to our advantage. Maybe she'll even figure out a way to escape from the Vulkar base on her own.
She's too valuable to leave with the Vulkar scum at the base. Brejik's probably got your Republic friend hidden away somewhere safe until the big swoop race. You'll never find her. I'm afraid your friend has become a pawn in Brejik's game to take over the lower city. He's offered her up as the Vulkar's share of the prize in the annual swoop gang race. By putting up such a valuable prize, Brejik hopes to win the loyalty of some of the smaller gangs. Their numbers will allow him to finally destroy me and my followers.
So how do you propose we go about rescuing Bastila then? Well, we can't fight all the gangs.
The only hope you have of rescuing Bastila is to somehow win the big season opener of the swoop race. I might be able to help you with this, if you'd be willing to help us. We both have something to gain here, and much to lose. The swoop race is for the lower city gangs only. I could sponsor you as a rider for the Hidden Becks this year. If you win the race, you'll win your friend's freedom. But first, you have to do something for me. My mechanics have developed an accelerator for a swoop engine. A bike with the accelerator installed can beat any other swoop out there. But the Vulkars stole the prototype from us. They plan to use it to guarantee a victory in this year's swoop race. I need you to break into their base and steal it back. Getting into the Vulkar base won't be easy. The front doors are locked tight. But I know someone who might be able to get you in the back way. Mission Veo.
Mission? Gadden, you can't be serious. She's just a kid. How is she supposed to help them with this?
Mission's explored every step of every back alley in the lower city. Plus, she knows the undercity sewers better than anyone. If anyone can get inside the Vulkar base, it's her. She and her Wookiee friend Zalbar are always looking to stir up a little excitement. They like to go exploring in the Undercity, despite the dangers. Your best bet is to look for her in the Undercity, but you'll need some way past the Sith guard post at the elevator. A simple disguise might have worked on the Upper City guard, but the security down here is much tougher. You'll need the proper papers to get past him. Luckily, my gang ambushed one of the Sith patrols headed down to the Undercity. They never made it, and their security papers fell into my hands. Since we're working together now, I suppose I could give them to you in exchange for your uniforms. With the security papers, you won't need a disguise anyway. Good choice. Thanks for the uniforms. You won't need them with these security papers anyway. Now, is there anything else I can do for you? I suggest you hurry. The swoop race is coming up, and we want you to have time to practice before the race.
Alrighty. So here we go. Ooh, we got some bulkers up there. There we go.
How'd you like that?
I like how Karth ran up right next to them and started firing his pistols instead of at range, you know, like a normal person will do.
You guys are behind with your payments. What do you think just because you're in some gang, you don't have to give Davik his cut?
Karatumpa kunpa yiyamoka papa. Bonanay kachu. Yinkin kunoba mulirachi.
Runda di hotonga kun honkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule. Tunking ba nunotek. Tugning chatukunde mulerabes.
Ah, so you want to play this the hard way? Okay.
Tony Pudu. Rana no prata don't know serja. Ichua penki.
Watana wa mamulera. Kenchunju barshak. No wa bule mule rachi. Jonitun turji chiwi itado. Bola una dichek. Balamure slimo wanga kun bisching.
I knew you boys would see reason. Now get out of here.
Too bad. I was looking forward to cracking some heads.
Maybe next time, Canderous. I better get this over to Davik. I'll call you if anyone else gets behind on their payments.
Those Vulkars are dumber than a Coruscant granite slug. They actually think being in that pathetic little gang of theirs makes them important. Gadon keeps his hidden Becks in line, but Brezhik's getting dreams of grandeur. If Davik's smart, he'll slap that young punk back down. I'm someone you don't want to get on the bad side of. And I'm not one for small talk. I don't have time to stick around here anyway. Davik's got me working on a special assignment.
And as you guys all saw, that is Canderous Ordo right there. One of my favorite characters in the game. Because, you know, I'm a big Mandalorian fan. So, oh, come here, Vulcar. And he gets stuck. Like, I don't understand this stupid stuck thing, man. But then he follows me fine.
Sure.
Like, I don't get that.
What?
Whatever. We'll just have to make do with it.
Hold on there, civilian. Only those with official Sith business are allowed into the Undercity. Unless you've got the proper security papers, you better just turn around and go back the way you came. Let me see. Yeah, these look to be in order. Okay, you can go down if you want. Can't say I envy you, though. The Undercity is crawling with mutants. Rat-ghouls, they call them. If you see anything moving down there, shoot first and ask questions later.
Uh-huh. What?
Look at this. Look at this!
Ready.
Okay.
You there, Upworlder! Anyone using this elevator has to pay the toll.
Yeah, this is our elevator. If you use it, you gotta give us something.
I don't believe this planet. Even the beggars are trying to shake us down.
5 credits. That's what it costs to use our elevator. 5 credits. We are the outcasts, banished and reviled by those who dwell above.
Here in the filth and darkness, we claw out a wretched existence, scavenging and begging just to survive long enough to see another wretched day.
This is our village. We live here in the Undercity. You have to pay us 5 credits for using our elevator.
I could be like, you poor wretches. Here's 20 credits to buy food. Call them wretches, it's a little fucked up. I'm just gonna say I don't have any credits on me.
We're not fools. We know all who come from the Upworld are rich. Please, Is 5 credits too much to ask?
Please have pity on us. We have nothing. All we ask is a few credits to make our lives easier.
Get out of here, you filthy beggars, or I'll use my blaster to end your suffering permanently. You could say shit like that to people.
Credits, my brother! We have credits. Now we can buy food and medicine.
Hush, or the others will hear us. They'll want our credits. We have to hide them.
Go on, you two. Get out of here. I'm sorry about that. Those 2 beggars give everyone in the village a bad name. We aren't all like that, you know. Most of us are good people.
I'm sure you are, miss. It's just too bad your little welcoming committee is here to give people a bad first impression.
My name is Shalina. You're from the Upworld, aren't you? I've never seen it. I was born here in the Undercity. Is it as nice as they say up there? I've never been to the surface, but sometimes I think I can see it in my dreams. The sun, the sky, the stars. It all sounds so wonderful. Gendar, the leader of our village, tells me I should spend more time trying to improve things down here and less time dreaming about something I can never have. Maybe he's right. You probably think I'm a fool, having dreams of a place I've never even seen. But when I was little, Rukil used to tell me stories of what it was like up there. Rukil is the oldest man in the village. The kids call him Rukil Wrinkleskin, but he's a kind man. He used to tell me the greatest stories when I was a little girl. I still like to listen to his tales about the Promised Land, even though I know they're just legends, but it helps to make the Undercity seem less dark somehow. Of course, I'm sorry. You're probably here for something important, right? You probably want to speak to Gendar. He's the leader of our village. But if you have time later, maybe you could come back and speak to me again. I don't get much chance to talk with people from the surface.
Wow.
What?
That's depressing as hell. Alright. Let's keep going. Actually, we should probably go talk to the village healer. There it is. But well, another thing I want to point out in terms of lore when it comes to Taris is how it's really interesting to see these people like outcasted. Like literally, there's an elevator right there. I know there's a Sith guard on the other side, but before there was a Sith guard, I mean, you could just, you know, there's other ways of getting around it. There was a secret path even into the Volker base. You know, it's kind of strange how these people are outcasted, and like that one girl said, she's never even been to the surface. She was born into this mess down here. It's kind of crazy to think that.
Wait, Upworlder. You can't go through this gate. There is too much danger and suffering beyond. For your own sake, turn back. If you have questions, you should speak to Gendar. He's the leader of this village. All my attention has to stay focused on trying to ease the suffering of those within the village. But despite my medical training, there is nothing I can do to help the poor souls locked on the other side of this gate.
Alright. So I need. I'm not going to help those poor souls on the other side of the gate.
Greetings, Upworlder. We rarely see your kind here in the Undercity. I find it strange that so many of you have come down from the surface recently.
No offense, but I can see why people normally avoid this place.
Why have you come into this dark and sunless place? Is there something you need of me or my village? I will help you however I can. Ask your questions, Upworlder. I will answer to the best of my knowledge, though I know little beyond the borders of the Undercity. Yes, I have seen this Twi'lek many times, though I've never spoken to her. She and her Wookiee companion often pass through our village on their way to explore the sewers. There are two entrances into the sewers from the Undercity. One to the northeast of our village, the other to the southeast. But the sewers are dangerous, Upworlder. If you dare to travel those dark tunnels, you would be wise to go heavily armed. unless you wish to become a meal for the rock ghouls and the other foul creatures. As you wish, Upworld.
Okay. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going.
Hey, you ain't from the village. You're from the Upworld, ain't you? Yes, you've got credits, I bet.
Watch yourself. There's something slimy about this guy. I wouldn't trust him as far as I could throw him.
My name's Saikir.
That's such an asshole thing to say.
Here. You want to buy something from my store? I got some good deals. It ain't the best stuff. Mostly salvage and such, but the prices are right.
Okay, now we're about to go deal with something called the rat ghouls. And they attack you, and they do immense amount of damage to you. So, and they poison you. So let's buy these. Let's buy a couple of those. Let's sell some shit we don't need. Like this, we don't fucking need this. Now let's go look here. I've been using a short sword, but a long sword adds some nice damage right there. So let's freaking do this. Alright, let's keep going. And let's save. Just so the game crashes or something.
Hurry, Hindar! Hurry! I can hear it coming!
He'll never make it. He's doomed. I told him he was a fool to leave the village.
He will make it. Run, Hindar, run!
Open the gate! Quickly! There isn't much time! I can't! The rat ghouls are too close!
The mutants will kill him if you don't open the gate!
And if I open the gate, they'll kill us all!
No! You can't do this! It isn't fair! Please, make him open the gate! Hindar will die if he doesn't!
I can't open the gate. Not while the rat ghouls are so near. You'd risk your life for a stranger? You're brave, Upworlder. I'll open the gate for you, but you gotta be quick. In a few seconds, I must close and lock it again.
Raku, pieces of filth. Aja! Oh. Ooh. Okay, so as you can see, look at my stats when you get poisoned, how fucked they get. Right now I am poisoned, so hold on. Let me just... Antidote kit. Okay. Back to normal. So, for those of you who don't know how this system completely works yet, also, when something attacks you and it tries to throw poison upon you, that does not go against your defense. Okay? That goes against your fortitude here. Fortitude is for mines and stuff and poison effects. This keeps you and stops you from being poisoned. So a higher fortitude you have. I believe reflexes for mines and grenades, and willpower is resisting the force powers. Okay, so just a little FYI. So every point now that we level up, we're going to put it into strength. When I'm about level 5, I'm going to stop leveling, even if I can, and try to save it for the Jedi ranks. So +2 to attack, +2 to defense. That's nice. As you can see, the dueling is factoring into my defense up here. So as you see, it went from 18 to 19, even though I'm not wearing anything that should accompany that. Endar, you're poisoned, so... Cart's outside.
Thank you for saving Hindar. You are braver than I, Upworlder. Maybe we outcasts have lived too long in selfish fear. Perhaps we can learn a lesson from your brave actions. But enough of my ramblings. Is there something you need, Upworlder? Goodbye, Upworld.
Alright, that's all we need from you. That was good. It was very good.
Please, you have to help me. Nobody else is gonna help me. Even the Baxters won't help me. But I can't just leave him there. He's my friend. You'll help me, won't you? Gadden? What? I don't know what you're talking about. Please, Zalbar's in trouble. He needs our help or they're gonna sell him into slavery. Me and Zalbar, we were just wandering around here in the Undercity. You know, looking for stuff we could find, just kind of exploring. We do it all the time.
I guess with a Wookiee at your side, you've got to figure you can handle the odd rat ghoul attack.
Only this time, they were waiting for us. Gamorrean slave hunters. We didn't even have a chance to run. Big Z threw himself at him and then roared for me to run. I took off. I figured Zalbar would be right behind me. But there were too many of them. He couldn't get away. They're going to sell him to a slaver, I just know it. I don't know for sure, but those Gamorreans like to hang out in the sewers. The stink reminds them of home, I guess. That's probably where they took Big Z.
Big Z! Surf's up.
It's a deal. As soon as we get Big Z back, I'll show you a way into that Vulcar base. Now come on! We have to find Zalba before they sell him to slavers, or worse.
Do you know where he's being kept?
The Gamorreans make their camps in the sewers. I bet that's where we'll find Zalbar. And that's where I'll show you the secret entrance into the Vulcar compound.
Alright, sweet. We got Mission now as well. She is one of those characters I really thought would irritate the living shit out of me. But it turns out that she is actually not as annoying as she appears. What is she? She is a scoundrel. Okay.
What?
Let's keep going. Don't tell me what. Guy. Here we go. And there'll be a point where I'll explain these characters a little bit more, because there's some people who might be watching this for the first time, so I don't want to like tell the whole story at the start of the game, you know, it just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah?
Mission. And I'm using her as Demolition, because none of my other characters have Demolition. So let's save, because I know that the sewers is going to have a really tough fights in here. This is probably one of the more harder parts of Taris, I guess you could say. Oh boy, come on, target the right thing. Oh, there's something line of sighting me. Oops, wrong attack. Okay, yeah, go basic attack. Okay, I know I said there would be tough fighting. That was only the first wave, okay?
What?
And my character is stuck. Son of a bitch.
What?
What?
Uh-huh.
There you go. It's hilarious. Okay, disengage. Half retarded Koth.
How'd you like that?
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Sure.
Fucking pigs. Oh, there, look, it fixed itself without having to load up another area. There we go.
Sure.
Oh, 2 antidote kits, that's actually really useful. Alright, we got 10 repair parts. Reactivate the droid. Now, I know there's going to be a tough fight in the next section. Hold on. Hold our horses. Fuck, I probably should have used Mission to repair that. Oh well. I must deal with my consequences. Don't worry, that droid will make a nice distraction in just a moment here. Now, there's the Gamorrean chief. I'm gonna go after him. Oh.
How'd you like that?
Okay. That guy was not nice to my character at all. Okay.
Ready.
Let's level you up. Oh, you treat injury definitely. You're a soldier. that rapid fire. Let's go dexterity with you. Crosscast skill, yep. There we go. Oh boy. We don't have 1 point to spend on anything, so let's just go about it like that.
Look at this. This is one of those old-style manual locks. No computer codes or nothing. The sewers is the only place you'd see one of these on Taris. You can't use conventional security spikes on these old locks. But don't worry. I've come across them before. I've rigged up a little device that should do the trick.
There's our homie.
I'm glad to see you too, Big Z. You didn't think I'd forget about you. Mission and Zalbar, together forever. These are my new friends, Big Z. Without them, I could never have got you out. A life debt? You sure about that, Big Z? Think about it carefully. You better be sure about this. Big Z swearing a Wookiee life debt to you? Wow, this is major. Do you realize what it means?
Let me guess, it means a heavy working carpet following me around for the rest of my days. I've always wanted a Wookiee slayer, huh?
A life debt is the most solemn vow a Wookiee can make. It means he'll stay by your side for the rest of your life. Wherever you go, whatever you do, Zalbar will be with you. I guess this means you're stuck with me, too. Wherever Big Z goes, I'm going. I almost lost him once. It's not gonna happen again. So, I guess I still owe you one secret path into the Volker base. That was the deal, wasn't it? Don't worry. I know a back door into that scum den. I better come with you. The Volkers put up a force shield to keep the sewer dwellers out. I'm one of the only non-Volkers on Taris who can get you past it. I can't remember exactly how to get there, but I know it was somewhere here in the sewers. Over to the northeast, if I remember right. I just hope the rancor monster isn't still there.
Nobody said. Okay.
There used to be a rancor monster that made its nest in that part of the sewers. Pretty much eats anything it can get its claws on. That thing is huge. Luckily, rancors aren't too bright. I was able to sneak past it before, so I'm sure we'll figure something out. That is, unless you want to change your mind. Okay then, off we go. Like I said, somewhere to the southeast. Just look for the force shield, and we'll know we're there.
Oh yeah, I have to keep mission for right now. Alright, we got the Wookiee. When we get to later on in the game, we get to Kashyyyk, and that's when the game starts sticking out about Zalbar and really flushing out his story later on. So yeah, it's good. It's a solid story. Oh yeah, I'll definitely increase your fortitude. I don't want you getting poisoned or some shit.
Sure.
Yeah?
Alright, let's keep going. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Brr.
You won't be able to get that computer to lower the energy fields unless you know the proper codes. Lucky for you, I've got them. I picked them off the pocket of a black Volker who had a little too much to drink in the cantina one night. Here, let me get that energy field down for you.
Good. Alright, now personally, I know a lot of people like to keep Mission around, but I personally would rather keep Karth, because Karth and Zalzbar are a lot tougher than Mission is, and Mission's a scoundrel in Knights of the Old Republic, the roguey classes, in my opinion. So, do not work really well in this combat system, because one, they rely on stealth and golly, or whatever, and guile, or whatever you want to pronounce it, to get by. I'd rather have tougher companions than a rogue who, if you tip his, like, touch him, he gets blown away. You know, it's not like Dragon Age where stealth is like an in and out thing.
Sure.
Alright, let's keep saving. And oh, Karth, that was... And as you can see, Karth just wipes, dude. He wipes the floor with these enemies. Oh, look at these pigs. Come here, piggies. Yeah, what's up, bitch? Wonder if I do that, like... There's a way to just break it.
What? Sure.
Maybe if I activate solo mode? No. I didn't do Jack's diddly squat. Come on. I guess I'm just gonna have to deal with this bug right now. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
What?
Oh, that's kick-ass. As you can see, that poison bomb went off, and
What? Ready? What? Ready?
and now Karth is stuck. I really hope there's not a point in the game where they both get stuck. But there you are.
What?
Let's keep going. Alright, activate solo mode so they don't follow me. Yeah, solo mode lets you go solo. You see your party ain't following you around? That's solo mode. Alright. Now, I've seen a lot of people on YouTube, they didn't read the data pad and they fight the Rancor like an idiot. This is how you deal with the Rancor. So you put in one grenade and you give it one synthesized odor, and then that's all you gotta do.
Ready?
That's some nice shit right there. Alright, turn solo mode off. Okay. For a second there, I thought my character just got completely locked in spot right there. That's would have been ridiculous. So. Oh, for the record, also pausing the combat here. When enemies have energy shields like this, I know I'm kind of being like a little tutorial-esque right here, but when you see enemies with energy shield, Karth can't do shit against that with his blaster. He has to, vibro swords cut right through energy shields, so also remember that. See? Just like that. Oh, so when one character gets locked, I noticed the other one gets freed. This is a really ridiculous bug, and by the way, this bug is pretty rare. I mean, like a few weeks ago, I was playing on this PC. None of this bug never happened to me. I don't know what the hell this is. Alright, we're in the Volker base now. I know there's another tough fight here with the lieutenants. Later on. They're fucking assholes. Okay, back to the feed screen. I want to take the toughness, I really do, but I need to get flurry back up because I need to get some more abilities other than my most basic form of attack. There we go.
How'd you like that?
Oh, that's a nasty dodge. Karth, why are you running right next to him?
How'd you like that?
That's good shit right there. Alright, my character got free. A cook. Suck my cock. And for those of you who are also wondering, like, oh, I'm pretty sure no one's wondering this, but I'm just going to say it. When the defense gets added to that +3, remember, if a guy has a gun, and you're right next to him hitting him with a sword, the sword, person A with a sword, gets a +10 to hit. You see this? This would be +9 right now. So if I roll I do a dice roll, and it gives me a 10, it'll add this 9 to it, making 19, and then it'll add strength onto it by 2 to make it 21. I believe. That's how it works. Okay. I could be wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure that's how it works. It's working out for me right now. So that's my chance to hit. Gets added onto it. Or it does the dice roll, and this is already being added to that. So whatevs. I'm pretty sure this gets added to the dice roll, because if I was rolling a +9, that's pretty shit, because that's lower than everyone's base's defense. So I'm assuming this is +9, and then this gets amplified to 19. Anyway, so that's how to hit works. Basically gets added onto your dice roll, and then this gets added onto your dice roll right here as well. But anyway, like I was saying, for those of you wondering who, like, wow, you have a high dexterity, like +3 at this level in the game is pretty high. They were, so you wonder, like, what the fuck, you know, like, why are you getting shot? And that's because when you're at point blank range with the enemy in this game, he gets a +10 to attack. You get a +10 to attack as well, but since his gun is at point blank, he gets a bonus because, you know, you're right next to his ass. So that's how he does it. And you get a bonus with a sword because he is using a gun and he can't actually technically, quote unquote, defend himself efficiently. So for those of you wondering that.
Please don't hurt me. I just serve the food here, that's all. I'm not like these others. I'm not even a Black Volker. Please don't kill me.
Leaving you too, Swisky. Sorry, sister. Looks like your order is up.
But I don't know anything. I'm just a prisoner here, a slave. The Volkers don't tell me anything. They treat me like dirt. They beat me up if I screw up their orders.
You may know more than you think, miss. Help us and we'll help you, okay?
Well, all right. I still don't know how much help I can be, but I sure hope you get rid of all the Volkers. I hate them. Is she that Republic soldier? I heard one of the Volker mention her, but she's not here. He said Brezhik didn't trust his men around her. I guess she's too important to be a slave here in the kitchens. Getting pawed and groped and kicked and spit on like me. Brezhik must have taken her somewhere safe. What? I've never heard of such a thing. I guess it might be in the garage on the lower level. That's where all the Vulkars go to work on their swoop bikes, but I've never been down there. The elevator is protected by a security system. Only the Vulkars are allowed to go down there. Now that you've killed the guards who were supposed to watch me, I think I could find my way out of here. I'm free to go? You're not gonna kill me? I don't know how I can ever repay you. Thank you. Thank you. I have to get out of here before any of the Vulkars see me.
Okay. And I'm locked again, damn it. Alright, we already cleared that room. So, just take a look, see here. Go, Wookie. Wookie time. I get this.
What?
Alright, that's good. Grenades. Heavy combat armor, disruptor rifle, military suit. Okay. Heavy blaster, ion rifle. Okay, let's fucking do this. Oh, this is like better in like every way. My dexterity doesn't hit that high. Get myself an energy shield. Karth, you really need to slap some armor on too. Military suit should be good. You got +3 dexterity. What's your dexterity at? Ooh, this is a max out of his dexterity. That's good. That's good. And Zalzabar, you're good. Oh, and just a little FYI, as you can see here, things like ion rifles and shit. See how this gives you +2 to 12 versus droids. So it's pretty shit in damage, you know. But like ion weapons are really nice against droids. I really don't see anything that makes disruptor rifles more special than a blaster rifle. I mean, look at pretty much the same. I mean, I think this is a worse gun because one, it does less damage. Oh, benefit of disruptor rifle right here is physical. This thing can burn through energy shields because energy shields are designed to absorb energy damage here. That's where this helps. But as you can see, the blaster rifle has way better critical threat range. So if you roll a 19 or a 20, you do another attack for double the damage of normal. So like that's better. And then you got ion blasters that are against droids too. These are the most evil weapons in the game. Are heavy blasters. They do nasty amounts of damage. Now, you have to sometimes be careful because unless you have the feat for 2-weapon fighting, which Karth does not have yet, I'll get him to that at one point, he gets a penalty if this is in the offhand. So, this is offhand. Okay, if you put a weapon in the offhand, most heavy blasters are like this. He receives a +2. Oh wait, balance +2/+0 versus 2 weapon penalty if used in. Oh, this is adding on to it. I think this is adding. It's giving a +2 versus the 2-weapon penalty, but the 2-weapon penalty is pretty nasty. It's the reason why I'm not going double sword, and it's because it gives you a -6. So this +2 is really not evening it out. The fact that he's using blasters just makes it a little bit better, and he's just using the basic attack, so everything is working out fine. Let's save here because I know that tough fight's coming up. If I lose the fight, that's going to be unfortunate. So. Ooh.
wama mulira kin kunjo peshak. No ba muliraji. Joni yu turung. Tonga bugsham uninong. Wanga kun beast king ba mulira. Juni yun tun jiji ay tatuana. Kavavol pa muljui. Kamana. Takum justak miki grabel mogo. Kachi chu ay taudonga. Tulpada bonk molya gando danago chuchut. Moga shapopa. Bolawana chikni. Kachi chu ay taudonga. Yinkin kun. Kontichani. Mulira shunk turung.
Okay. That was good. Alright, sweet. Alright, this next fight is going to be a little tough here, alright? Let's get... If I lose, I apologize to the viewers who are going to be watching this. Let's see how we can prepare, though. Let's prepare for this fight. I know it's going to be a tough, nasty fight. I got no more energy shields. You know what? I'm going to take one energy shield away and give it to Karth. That'd be wiser. So, you activate one. Let's go.
Down you go! How'd you like that?
Oh, you dick. Oh, let's get him.
Down you go! Let's go! Down you go!
Ah! No! No! Ah, two can play at this game, bitch. Come on, I hope these guys have some med packs on them. Oh, another energy shield, that's nice. Alright, I got a med pack back. As you can see, that was a much tougher fight there. Sweet. Okay, I need your treat injury up. I need your demolitions up. Your repair should be up too. That's pretty good. A Wookiee that can repair shit. It's pretty sweet. He doesn't really need toughness. I'll give him dueling again.
Yes.
I'm gonna go single saber in this game, so dueling will be amplifying my shit so much.
Uh-huh.
Let's keep going. Another energy shield, that's good. Looks like Karth's energy shield didn't take too much damage. Let me take a look at the stats on the energy shields here. Deflection, see, it tells you what the energy shields do. He still got 3 uses out of 5 on this one. 3 uses out of 5. Okay, so this is going to be good for deflecting the blasters off us in a combat situation. I used like 5-6 med packs in that last fight, I think. Zelzabar, did I equip you with a gun? No wonder the fucking fight went horrible. Jesus Christ. Why would you only have +1 dexterity? You need +5 strength. Oh, didn't explain before. With guns, dexterity adds to the attack for guns. By the way, not strength. Strength is only for melee weapons. Dexterity is for guns, and dexterity is for your defense as well. So, yeah, that's why we got basically fucked right there, because Zalzbar was sitting back there shooting with the gun. Alright, that's good. That's hilarious. Alright, let's save. Ooh, Karth, you might die. Karth died, no! Oh no, this did not go well. Big Z, you're a beast! Be a beast! Clutch it! Ah. Come on. Woo! That shit was fucking clutch! Alright, get your asses up. Weak.
Sure. Uh-huh. Sure.
Yeah, we're gonna be real weak here in just a minute. Sturdy +3. The other suit is actually not as good. I know we're all kind of fucked up right now. There's gonna be a boss fight at the end, because I'm gonna side with Gaiden Thek. Actually, personally, Gaiden, even though it's only in this, you're gonna have to fight 4 people in a room in the boss fight. Gaiden is significantly easier, harder, sorry, to fight.
You asked for this. What?
Zalzbar, come here.
What?
Alright. I'm gonna save here. I got to. I know there's a chance I could die, but let's see it here. Don't worry, once we get Jedi, we're gonna have some cure. Now Karth can level up so he can heal to full health. Yay! Oh, he does have a little bit of 2-weapon fighting. This is good. That's good. Okay. Karth, I want you, because dueling also, but he's using double blade, so I need him to toughness. I'm gonna go with the master rapid shots. That's the best thing to do in my opinion. Or not the master, but the improved.
Yes? Uh-huh. Sure.
Alright. We got 1 med pack for this next fight. Let's see how this goes. As you can see, I've just buffed my strength and shit really high. I hope that doesn't.
Kuyami juz kachita naipatoga ya fulki kukula jiji. Kawana bota aayot tak. Karatumpa
Oh, what the?
ya mokapapa. Bonanay kachu. Yinkin kuno ba mulirachi kun. Tong na pun siya nyunyan. Karawol pa mulchi kamana.
Wanna chick yongi? Wanna vota con titariti? Chichintoma tunka kola yame jua. Na kanki chiki nai potoka. Na
Kachichu aitha odunga. Yinkin kuno ba mulirachi kun. Tonga bugsham uninong. Wanga kun bisking ba mulira. Mana tota. Aku jikratuk bola. Jishok jonatong chung. We itha na dana itya.
Smilia.
Achuta. Wanga kun bis.
Alright. I'm gonna slap myself with the battle stimulant as well. Oops, nope, didn't mean to do that. Here we go. Miss.
You asked for this. How'd you like that?
Oh, that's some good shit. Get him, guys. Dude, my guy was on fucking. My character was basically fucking roided up. That's hilarious. I know I said I was gonna do the Jedi thing. This is the last level up on Taris, I promise. I absolutely promise. Okay, I got dueling. Implant levels. That's the best for me right now. Oh, I'm still roided up a little bit. But there goes my battle stimulant. Oh, definitely save after that shit. Disruptor pistol response package. Just in fucking time too. I'm gonna boost, see, like I got my dexterity now. Anything that you ever see in green, by the way, on the skill sheet, means it's boosted by something other than your raw stats. So, this adds to my awareness. Oh, I like this better. This adds 3 to awareness. Sith energy shield. Energy, sonic, electrical. It's really good when fighting droids. I'm gonna slap that on. Okay. So, Karth. We're okay. I'll give you neural amplifiers.
Sure.
Oh no, my roids, you're wearing off. Oh no. We got this though. Look at that mechanic hiding in there. Get completely fucked. Alright. God, you're gonna have to take lead. No, Big Z take lead. You know, when I first heard, no, not when I first heard the term Big Z, but when I started, after I watched Surf's Up, and the name of the fat guy is Big Z, I always think of that now, and I think of this wiki. Irrelevant, yes, but important as well. Oh, where the fuck's the rest of my party?
Ready?
Sure.
What the fuck is going on? Okay, everyone just regroup. Jesus. Okay, so I think the bug is not actually... Yeah, it's in the game, of course, but it's just locking my keyboard. You know, that's all it's doing, is locking it, because all the other buttons work except my keyboard. So it's not the game freezing on the character, but whatevs.
Yes?
Yeah, we loaded, so now we got this. That's okay. 99.9% of this game is played with a companion, and if it's not, I got through the first mission, you know. By staying next to a door, I'll find ways to get around the bug. Oh, med pack, that's good. Let's do this. Let's go. Look at them waiting out here like the pigs that they are. I probably should have used a... Alright, we're gonna do we're gonna finish the first half of this plot at least, and then we're gonna continue on in another video, because this thing's going for 2 hours and 30 minutes now, almost, so I'm gonna have to get that uploaded to YouTube soon enough. Okay.
You have returned. You have the prototype swoop engine accelerator with you?
Have the accelerator right here.
I was beginning to wonder if you would make it. The race is tomorrow, and my mechanics need time to install the prototype into the swoop engine of our bike. Don't worry. I'm a man of my word. I promised you could ride in the swoop race under the Hiddenbeck banner, and I'm still going to let you do that. And I'm even going to go one better. I'm going to let you ride the swoop bike with the prototype accelerator installed on it. Without it, you won't stand a chance.
Gadden, you can't be serious. We need one of our best riders on that bike. We can't let some rookie take the prototype engine into the race.
I have to be honest with you. There's a reason I'm letting you take the prototype engine. The accelerator isn't stable. There's a good chance it could explode during the race. I can't ask one of my own riders to take a risk. They'll be running unmodified swoops in the race. You'll be the only one using the prototype. If you can complete the track before the accelerator overheats, then you'll win for the Becks. If you die, then one of my other riders could still come through for me.
Sounds like you've got your bases covered.
You don't get to be leader of a swoop gang if you don't know how to work all the angles. You can stay here tonight. The mechanics need time to install the accelerator on the engine, so you won't be able to practice your riding. But I've got good instincts, and you have the look of a racer about you. Just try to relax, and in the morning we'll take you to the swoop track.
Delayed dialogue once again. Yeah, I know what to do. Alright, let's do this, guys.
Topada Bungualia Gando do Nago Chuchut. Musha Papampa, Bolawana Chitne. Bamuli Sutiska do Sukiku, Ba Nabona Naikachu, Toinkotu. Topada Bungualia Gando Nago Chuchut. Kabachi Kuita Hodonga. Yalamo Inkapun. Jiloba Mulirani Bobo. Wango Kumpes Gang, Bamamarulira. Uba Patu Kochi. Tom Long Bong Chong.
Swoop racing time. Ah, that was a shit time. 26, that's the worst I think I've done in a long time. Nah. Really?
La boda ni winkis matoma. Wana kumbes chingpa marulira. Tok chingbang non ket. Tok ninja. Uba patu kochi.
Much better.
She appears to. She enjoyed it out. When Reggie good. And she began Bolivia. When Tustadan Gelfa. Norisidan Gelfa. Tusla.
Ubapatu Kochi. Tom Nong Bong Shang Yung Yang. Tom Katok Spectelia. Kuliani Juskuna Chikonai.
Oh, that blade went right through my head.
Mundi Hadonga Chikonkabi. Chiska do Sukiku ba Nabona Naikachu. Toinkotu. Topada Bungualia Gandonago Chuchut. Kabachi Kuita Hodonga. Yalamo Inkapun. Jiloba Mulirani Bobo. Wango Kumpes Gang. Bamamarulira. Yatoka Uwan Kinkuna ba Murira. Rachikun. Mucha Shapampa.
People, hear me! Before I present the so-called champion of the Becks with their prize, there is something you must know. The winning rider cheated.
I like how the voice acting in this game is so good. It's like they make Brejik even sound like a goddamn slime.
Your swoop bike was using a prototype accelerator. Clearly an unfair advantage. Because of this hidden Beck treachery, I'm withdrawing the Vulgar's share of the victory prize.
Jawana Bota Ayuata Hunga Chatanki Dora. Kachikuita Hodonga. Topada Bungualia Gando do Nago Chuchut. Musha Papampa. Bolawana Chitne. Bamuli Slemo Bodawanga Kumbes Mulira Rabes.
You old fool. Your traditions are nothing to me. I am the wave of the future. If I want to withdraw the prize and sell this woman on the slave market myself, nobody can stop me.
I might have something to say about that, Brejik.
What? Impossible. You were restrained by a neural disruptor. How could you have possibly summoned the will to free yourself?
You underestimate the strength of a Jedi's mind, Brejik. A mistake you won't live to regret.
Vulcus, to me! Kill this woman! Kill the swoop rider! Kill them all!
Oh. Oh. Got him. Alright, so we got this. Dexterity. Wow, my dexterity is really getting pumped right now. Ooh. Okay. That's good. Ah. Screw this. Okay, so like I was saying, how energy shields can be punctured through with swords. Except this is obviously he was a boss, so it's like a special little thing. Since I have his belt equipped here, I'm just trying to explain to people how old style RPGs work. You know, like a lot of this stuff means more than nowadays. When used with his armband, it makes a barrier against melee basically, and it defends against slashing. That's really nice, especially when we get later on Taris. So save.
Well, maybe those bloody Vulkars will think twice next time before trying to keep a Jedi prisoner. And as for you, if you think you can collect me as a prize... Wait, I don't believe this. You're one of the soldiers with the Republic fleet, aren't you? Yes, I'm sure of it. How did you end up racing for these swoop gangs? Well, we don't have time for it now. We have to get out of here before the Sith show up to sort out this mess. Is there somewhere safe we can go? Save me. Is that what you were trying to accomplish by riding in that swoop race? Well, as far as rescues go, this is a pretty poor example. In case you hadn't noticed, I managed to free myself from that neural restraint collar without your help. In fact, it's more accurate to say that I saved you. Brejik and his Vulkars would have left you for dead if I hadn't stepped into that fight. You're lucky I was here to get you out of this mess. Nasi is alive. Finally, some good news.
Wow, me being alive is not good news.
Republic's best soldiers. He's proved himself a hero a dozen times over. And he sent you here to save me. Maybe I misjudged you. Karth wouldn't have sent you if he wasn't confident in your abilities. Forgive me. Despite my Jedi training, I still tend to act a bit rashly sometimes. Please take me to Karth right away. Between the three of us, I'm sure we can figure out some way to get off this planet before the Sith realize we're here.
Bastila, you're alive! Finally things are looking up. Now I just need to figure out a way to get off this planet.
You mean you don't have a plan to get off Taris yet? What have you been doing all this time? I see. Now that I'm back in charge of this mission, perhaps we can start doing things properly. Hopefully our escape from Taris will go more smoothly than when you rescued me from Brejik.
I know you're new at this, Bastila, but a leader doesn't berate her troops just because things aren't going as planned. Don't let your ego get in the way of the real issues here.
That hardly strikes me as an appropriate way of addressing your commander, Karth. I am a member of the Jedi Order, and this is my mission. Don't forget that. My battle meditation ability has helped the Republic many times in this war, and it will serve us well here, I am sure.
Your talents might win us a few battles, but that doesn't make you a good leader. A good leader would at least listen to the advice of those who have seen more combat than she ever will.
Yes, you're right, of course. I apologize, Karth. This has been a difficult time for me. Of course, I'm happy to listen to your advice. What do you suggest we do?
First off, we can't get hung up on who's in charge. We all need to work together if we want to get off this rock. The answer is out there, we just have to find it.
Well said, Karth. And the sooner we start looking, the better. I've already been a prisoner of the Vulkars, and I don't plan on being captured by the Sith. I think we'll need some help getting off Taris. Maybe if we ask around, one of the locals can help us out. We should probably start by asking around in the cantinas. Is something wrong? You seem as if something's troubling you. A vision? A vision of what? This is a bit strange. Such visions are often a sign of Force sensitivity. I'm not sure. It may be that you have some connection to the Force. It would not be unheard of. When we first met, your natural talent may have fed off my own Force abilities. It is possible that in the excitement of the battle's aftermath, the Force allowed you to witness one of my more intense memories. The Force is complicated. Even I, with all my training, cannot fully understand it yet. This is a matter best left to the wise masters of the Jedi Council. Once we escape Taris, we can seek the guidance of the Council if you wish. They will understand the significance of your vision, if there is any. However, I think it would be best if we all stayed focused on the task at hand right now. We can't afford any distractions. We need to find a way off Taris.
Alright. So that's pretty sweet. Yeah, fuck it. I'll overwrite that save. So old. There, so if we say load, auto, alright. Alright, so that kind of, that wraps it up for, part 1. Let's see here, I can pop the cam back up. So Taris is a bit of a long planet, so I actually have to divide it up. I mean, it's been 2 hours we've been fucking on Taris. So, but that's the first part. The next part is relatively quick. And that will be the next portion of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed the playthrough. If you have any suggestions, how to make it better, what do you guys want to see, I'm open to that as well. So, yeah, we're going to be going on this adventure. Like, subscribe, leave in the comments anything that you guys want, like, you know, maybe tone down on the tutorials, you know, like on how to play the game. I can do that if that seems to be the audience knows exactly what's going on. But yeah, so anything, just suggested, do you want to guys see in the comments, when we become a Jedi, we get to pick between Jedi Guardian, Jedi Sentinel, and Jedi Counselor. Leave in the comments what you guys want. I'm going to actually be looking at the comments. If I see a tally of more of this, then yeah, that'd be good. That'd be cool. What class you want to see me play as, because they all work out well. If you guys are more curious, I would say for gameplay wise, the more interesting class to see is the Jedi Guardian or the Counselor, because the Sentinel is like a middle ground between them, and he really doesn't do the combat either well, or using the Force powers really well. Sentinels really struggle, in my opinion, on the boss fights because they're not, like, you know, adapted. They're not adaptive. They're not doing anything extremely well. You know what I mean? They don't throw Force powers out of their ass really well. They don't stand toe to toe with some of the tougher bosses with Force. You got to use kind of both in order to make up for that shittiness. When I played a Sentinel for the first time, because I've done like freaking a billion playthroughs of this game because I love it so much. The Sentinel, when I played through it, it was more like you have to use both Force and your abilities together, but you're never really good at one. Because some of the tougher bosses in this game, like this game ramps up in difficulty pretty quick in the game. Like it'll have this difficulty spike. It's really weird, and it can suck sometimes. So like, you know, you can just get totally blown out. Like there'll be times where your character is perfectly geared and you just get your ass whooped in a fight because you didn't use attacks the right way, or you should have approached it with a different strategy, and stuff like that. So yeah, like you know, it's just you know, just give me your feedback, what you guys think about it. We're going to go through Knights of the Old Republic 1, and then I'll take like a break for a few days, and then go through Knights of the Old Republic 2. For those of you who have watched my Fallen Empire Part 1, I uploaded part 2, but apparently for 30 freaking seconds, some orchestra plays during a boss fight, and it fucking got the claim on it. And I'm like, really? Like, it's like, okay. And it's not even EA or BioWare coming after me. It's some London orchestra. I hit remove the song in the option, and YouTube just says, error, we can't do it. And I'm like, whatever, So I'm gonna go and edit that and fix that and then re-upload it back. So yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time on part 2 of this playthrough. I'm not sure if I'll do that for today or maybe tomorrow. It depends on how I feel. I'm gonna take a break and shit, eat some food and all that right now. But deuces.